going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a great day so far. All right, what do I have? Oh, this, yeah, we got Grandma in trouble. She's in trouble. She did some bad things, and kind of, you know what? I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, do your junk kick backflips. Let's go.
Next case the court's going to take up will be State of North Dakota versus Michelle Jean Gilbertson, file 47-2024 CR 158. Ms. Depute appears personally in the Stutzman County courtroom for the state. Ms. Gilbertson appears by reliable electronic means from the Stutzman County Correctional Center. Mr. Sandness, are you on this file? Yes, you are.
That is correct.
Mr. Sandness appears on behalf of the defendant as well by reliable electronic means. We're here on a 24/7 allegation. Looks like there was a affidavit of probable cause filed on 6/11/2024 relating to 24/7. At the time, or that affidavit alleges that there have been multiple positive patches for amphetamines and methamphetamines, the most recent of which reflected 165 milligrams per or nanograms per milliliter of amphetamine, which is a positive test. Or sorry, 165 nanograms per milliliter for methamphetamine, and amphetamines present that on May 21, 2024 and removed on 5/31/2024. The date of the affidavit is 6/11/2024. All right. So, ma'am, were you present in court when your rights were read to you earlier?
Yes.
You understand your rights?
I do, but I was just in the same room with the smoke. I didn't smoke it.
All right. So,
All right, already off to a great start. How many times will we hear that excuse? That has to be one of the top ones up there. Words are hard. This court is also in North Dakota. This might be the first time I've ever covered a court in North Dakota. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this channel since this day. All right, anyways, let's keep going.
hold on a second here. So, all right. Have you received a copy of that affidavit of probable cause for 24/7 violation?
I don't know if I did or not. I got a brain injury and I can't remember what I got.
All right. It looks like there's actually multiples of those. There's another one that was filed on 6/21 indicating that methamphetamine 570 nanograms per milliliter and amphetamine 31 nanograms per milliliter that was placed on
I don't
Ms.
know what it
Gilbertson's
is.
body. Miss
I don't know
Miss
what.
Gilbertson. All right, stop talking. Miss Gilbertson's body on 5/31/2024 and removed on 6/11/2024. The date of that affidavit is today, 6/21/2024. Have you received a copy of those allegations, ma'am?
From today.
Well, there was one from 6/11 and then there's another one from 6/21.
I'm sorry, I have a brain injury and I don't know what I got.
Okay. So,
Judge, I'm wondering if the 6/11 one was one we've already addressed before, because we were in court Let me find my notes. We did a bond hearing on the 12th. So I think that 611 one was heard. I think Judge LaFever heard that. And I think that was just for, it hadn't zeroed out. So it was too many patches still showing positive, is why she was
Okay.
detained at the beginning of the month. And Judge LaFever, I believe, just let her out after the 1 day. And then I think what you're saying, what you're showing right now, I believe is the one from today from 621. I believe that's what we're here for, is my understanding. I could be wrong, but that's my best guess.
That's correct. I would note on the one for today, the 621 does have a duplicate of 6/11/2024, specifically the last item on the old one and the first item, the new one, have the same date, removal date, and amount of meth that was removed. I think that realistically, we're only looking at the last patch, the one with 570 and methamphetamine and 331 amphetamine removed 531, or placed 531, removed 6/11.
All right, so I just want to make clear, because of the way that these affidavits, probable cause, are written, it's confusing as to what has been addressed and what has not. With that explanation, I think we're only here for the most recent positive patch, which indicates an increase of both methamphetamine and amphetamines present in Miss Gilbertson's body, which an increase would typically reflect new usage. Mr. Sandus, is that your position as well, as we're here only for the last patch?
I believe so, Your Honor. That'd be my understanding.
All right, so Ms. Gilbertson, have you received a copy of that affidavit of probable cause?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
All right, so I just told you what it reflected. Do you need
I got some papers, but I guess that I have a brain injury. I don't understand some of it.
All right. So
Can I explain it to her real quick, Judge?
You can.
So, Michelle, this is Scott. So what the judge is saying is that your last patch, your methamphetamine levels went up about 3.5 times what they were before. It went up from 165 to 570, and that's why you're being held today. Okay, because there was a big jump in your methamphetamine levels.
That I don't understand that, because I was only in the same room.
Well, you really shouldn't even be in the same room with it, Michelle. The court doesn't want you around it at all.
Okay, so what do I do?
Well, you've got people in the house that are using, you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, I thought I did, but evidently somebody's still using.
Mr. Sandus, do you need an opportunity to speak with your client privately, so the court isn't part of this and it's not on the record?
Your Honor, we're able to proceed. I'm going to ask that the court, allow Michelle back out on her bond. Last time, Judge, I think it was Judge LaFever did give the 1 day sanction. If the court feels that an additional sanction is appropriate, we'll leave that to the court. But I would ask the court allow her. She does have some medical issues, as she indicated here on court. She has a brain injury and whatnot. She's disabled. I'd ask the court to have some mercy on her under the circumstances, allow her back on her bond. She's going to have to go back on the patch, and she's going to have to make that decision to get those levels back down and zeroed out. So thank you.
Mr. Pute.
The state is asking that the bail order be amended to 2,000 post 10%, so the defendant would have to be post 10% to be released. Every single drug patch that the defendant has had since she's been released from custody have come back positive. This next one, as pointed out by defense counsel, is about 3.5 times higher. I am cognizant that it's not impossible to have environmental contamination, since the membrane is slightly permeable, but is based off my understanding, the permeability is nowhere close to the level, would not result in the numbers that we see on Ms. Gilbertson's most recent patch. She's been given leniency once, continues to use methamphetamine. I don't believe a second set of leniency is going to be more educational for her.
I promise I won't do nothing or be around it. I swear on my grandchildren's life, I won't be around it.
All right, yeah, don't do that. Don't swear on your grandchildren's life. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone believes her. I mean, even the prosecutor's like, it's possible, but with those levels, yeah, that's crazy high. Unless the person was standing next to you and blowing the smoke right on the drug patch, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Just stop doing drugs. You're too old. You are way too old. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna let this play out. This was a little bit of a sad one, but you know, when I see someone elderly doing a hardcore drug, I'm always shocked. Okay, that's all I got. Hit that like if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. Until next time. Bye.
I won't have anybody around my house with me.
Court's going to amend bond as follows. Bond and Madam Clerk, if you can keep track, I don't have the bond forms here, so I'll ask that you prepare and send over a proposal. I'm going to amend bond as follows. Bond was originally set at 5,000 unsecured plus the 24/7 program. Bond is now going to be 500 cash, or in the alternative, 5,000 corporate surety. The court is going to delete the 24/7 condition. It's not mandatory for this offense. The court's going to delete it. Other conditions of bail are as follows. Condition number 1, you shall not violate the laws of any city, county, state, or nation. Condition 2, you shall be employed, actively seeking employment or pursuing a course of study. Condition number 5, you shall not leave the state of North Dakota without the advance express permission of the court. Condition number 6, you shall maintain appropriate contact with your defense lawyer. If your defense lawyer is appointed, that contact must be weekly and your attorney is obligated to report any lack of contact with the court. Condition number 7, you shall notify the court of any change of address, employment, phone number, or email. Condition number 9A, you shall not possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or controlled substances except as authorized by a licensed physician. You shall undergo reasonable medical or other examination or testing to determine your compliance with the requirement. Condition 10, you shall sign a waiver of extradition and promise to appear before release. Condition number 11, you shall not possess a firearm, destructive device, or other dangerous weapon. Condition number 14, you shall personally appear for all scheduled court hearings and appearances unless excused by the court or by a waiver of appearance filed by your attorney. Your next appearance is scheduled to be a dispositional conference in front of Judge Shockman at the Stutzman County Courthouse, Jamestown, North Dakota, on August 21, 2024, 9 a.m. To understand the terms of bail as I've said it.
I think some of it.
All right. So I deleted the patch requirement, but I set your bail at either $500 in cash or $5,000 corporate surety through a bail bondsman. But I'm thinking that under the circumstances, the 24/7 program is going to be difficult for you. That does not, however, excuse or provide you with an excuse or ability to be around methamphetamine or around amphetamines. If being in the same room is a problem, having it in your house is a problem, being around it at all problem. So if anyone's in your,
let that happen.
Kick them out. I don't want to see you again for something like
I
this.
don't want to be here.
All right. I don't want you using drugs. I don't want you around drugs. I want all those people out of your house. That's what I'm doing this for. So bail has been
I
amended.
promise.
Mr. Standis, any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Depute, any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, that adjourns the matter. Thank you.
So what do I have to do to get out of here?
Plus $500.
$500.
Yep. Talk with Scott. All right. Moving on,
Okay.
next case the court's going to take up will be state.